Hi, my name's Ryan Berger from Old School Gamer Magazine. I saw this really cool thing that was coming out, and I'm really excited about it. So I've gotten together a couple friends to have a little bit of fun in it. We are in Piepacker right now. You might see even a game on the screen, and it's just going to be a blast. So let me have each of my co-hosts and friends here introduce themselves and give us a little bit about them, and we'll wrap it up at the end with the big man from Piepacker himself. So here we go.
Cool. Well, I'm Retro Ralph. I host a YouTube channel called Retro Ralph, and been doing retro games and arcade gaming for a long time. And this is something that Piepacker. I saw it. The idea of being able to play games online and collaborate like this with video chat. It's really cool. So it piqued my interest. So here I am.
Next up.
Very cool. I'm Gunther with Retro Recon. I do quite a few different videos for different manufacturers, and we have found Piepacker here. Very excited about it. Going to be a game changer for online tournaments, which is what I sort of specialize in. So I'm very excited about Piepacker, and it's going to be a big year, I do know.
Thank you guys for the nice words. This is Benjamin. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Piepacker, and I'm so excited to be here. By the way, I'm a big fan of your channels, guys. So for me, I'll try not to be too much of a fanboy today, but I'm definitely a fanboy for what you guys do.
So I guess, Benjamin, tell us a little bit about where this came from, and then go into a little bit about what we're seeing on the screen right now.
For sure. So let's start with what we see on the screen. Right now, we are in a game lobby. So basically, we're about to start a game, and this game is pretty awesome. It's Micro Mages. It's actually a game on the NES that was made in 2019, I believe. And that was made by a French and a German guy. And it's a really cool, technical feat. But we were here to see like many more games. And this one is pretty cool because 4 of us can play it. Maybe we can start playing it, and while we start playing it, I can tell you more about, Piepacker, the genesis of the project. Would it be of interest for you guys?
Sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Someone take control and do this.
All right. I think, no, we selected 1 player, so we can start. The host of the game can click the reset button, like on the NES, and reset the game so we can like select 4 players.
There we go.
I think we picked only 1. Awesome. Thank you, host of the, of the thing. 4 players, and I think we can start. Let's talk about the genesis of this project. It's actually kind of funny. We started to work on Piepacker about a year ago, and for us the goal was to create something that was very so much confusion already. I love it.
I think I'm going to die.
I feel like I'm jumping on someone's head, but
I just died.
That's totally okay. So as I was saying, we were looking at the cloud gaming market, and there were a few things that we truly cared about. I think the first thing was, retro gaming is a big thing. And even though like we might believe it's a small space, when you look at the number of ROMs that are downloaded every year, this is about 19 billion, so 19 billion ROMs that are downloaded illegally every year on the internet. So it's a pretty big space, and we felt it was an interesting, start for a cloud gaming service. But the second thing that we had in mind was that, the internet today is not necessarily ready for cloud gaming in general. You see, like, when you have an amazing connection, your service is going to work great. But you know what? Most people don't have an amazing connection. So we really wanted to build something that was as low tech as possible. And this was kind of the beginning of Piepacker. We're like, okay, let's build a kind of hybrid cloud service that will focus on cloud retro games and see where it goes. But when we built this, we realized, okay, we built something that already exists. You have all these websites and emulators and, that are easily available. They're not legal, but people will use it anyway. So we needed something more. And the something more was like, okay, let's make this online multiplayer. We believe there is a need for people to play with their friends, and we felt that there is no easy solution for you to play retro games with your friends over the internet. So we felt it was a good mix. And the first prototype of Piepacker was very much this. It was an emulator that allowed you to play over the internet with your friends. And when we shared this with friends and family, we asked them, "Hey, by the way, I love the mask. So funny. So you're a worm. I'll try to stay focused, but now you're a worm now." We shared the prototype with the friends and family, and we were very confused because I'm a gamer, I'm a nerd for retro games, and I was expecting people to actually play the game and focus on this. And what we realized is that people misunderstood what was Piepacker. They were using Piepacker on one side of the screen, but on the other side of the screen, they were using Google Hangouts, Zoom to really, chill with their friends, chat, and use this as, a social experience. And we're like, holy cow, we're not building a cloud gaming service. We're building kind of a social network hybrid. And this was kind of the beginning of Piepacker. And maybe I'll pause here. Maybe you guys have questions. Does this make sense with the product you see now when I tell you that?
The social side, yeah. Wow.
Go ahead, Gunther. I'm sorry, my forearm is actually sore from hitting the button so much, which probably means I'm really out of shape, but this game is really fun. I don't know how my forearm is hurting me, but
it's a workout,
I'm sweating over here.
You stay in shape during the pandemic.
I guess from my perspective, I just think the unique thing is exactly what you said. The idea that we're kind of, we can hang out and talk and chat. And it's like as if we were hanging out on the couch together, except we're virtually hanging out on the couch, and especially with the way times are right now. I mean, we're all in different places, different states. It's pretty countries potentially. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah,
it's pretty cool.
It's extremely powerful. Man, I'm going to ask you, how in the heck are you guys doing this? Because this is the first time this has been available. I mean, we've been trying for years and years and years to have an online multiplayer experience. This is it. This actually works. How are you doing it?
Thank you for asking this question, and I would love to take the credit, but I think it's really because of the team. Like we have a really, really strong team, and I really feel humbled, but also weirded out by all these amazing people working with you. It's like, why are you working for such a small company? Something must be weird about you. Like something is wrong. And we got on board some of the people that were some of the early people on the Amazon AWS Blue service. We had people who launched the Xbox in Europe. We got the marketing director from Blizzard Activision, the former president of Sega, Kenji Matsubara, is a former advisor of the company. We had so many cool people, and I feel so uncool next to them. But it was gathering all these, amazing profiles and trying to build something that was low tech in the philosophy of how we want to build this. It's weird, when I talk to investors, when I talk to the press, people feel weird when I say, hey, by the way, I'm running a cloud gaming company, but I don't believe cloud gaming is real. I think it's real when you have an amazing connection and you live next to Google, but for real people like us with average internet connection,
we're all jumping.
Oh man,
guys, the way I'm seeing this is it's sort of like Twitch, but people are all playing instead of just watching one guy play. This is fantastic.
I'm here to win. I'm not letting you win, guys.
So Benjamin, we Benjamin, is that you? That's the red character? Is that you?
Yeah.
All right, Benjamin, I gotta ask you a question. Under pressure of the race, I gotta ask you a question.
Oh, you make it happen.
In order to change games, we had to leave that game, and then everyone had to rejoin, and we had to send them a link. So a little inconvenient, but I'm just wondering, are you guys working on any kind of lobby system to make that easier from, if friends want to play multiple games and kind of hang out until they, decide what they want to play?
So totally, and this is a great question. It's something that we really care about and that we're working on. We actually have a working prototype that does this. The feature should be available very soon. We're trying to QA it, test it as soon as possible, and it should be here during the summer.
That's awesome. By the way, this is a very heated battle. I'm surprised you were able to concentrate and answer that question. I'm pretty impressed, actually.
Well,
no.
He's also been playing the game for weeks where we just started playing.
Yeah, you've played this before. You've played this before. Oh,
I got you.
Oh, dominated. All right, here we go.
Well, that's
Boy,
really
if you
cool about the
don't,
lobby
if you don't
system.
keep up, you don't get to see where you're at.
Yeah, it's once you fall off the screen, that's it. You're done.
Yeah, you're done.
Yeah, that's it. It's a really
It's
fun
pretty
game.
old school, you know.
Benjamin, what's another game we should go into next and take a peek at?
We can actually try Arsène Lupin Gentleman Bomber. This is our new game. It's basically a bomber style game, so kind of similar to Bomberman, but in the Arsène Lupin universe. I don't know if you guys watched the Netflix show. There is an Arsène Lupin show on Netflix. It's really cool. You should check it out. It's French, so I'm trying to advertise it. And it's based on the same license. So this is this kind of like very famous burglar. There is even like, you know, a anime adaptation, Lupin the Third. And it's basically this kind of gentleman during the day and burglar at night. And it's a really, really fun game. We should definitely play it together.
Okay, while we're playing this a little bit, tell us a little bit about your Kickstarter plans and what you were trying to accomplish with that.
So with Kickstarter, this was kind of a love letter to the community. We had a very successful closed beta in France. By the way, this is inverted common, the Japanese style. So the 8 button should be to validate. So the one on the right, yeah. And you can pick a character here.
I'm just going to watch you guys play. I'm having more fun watching.
So the Kickstarter was kind of like this love letter to the community. We had this very successful beta phase with over 100,000 users that really helped us to build the product. And we wanted to create something that was unique. And we asked the community, like, what is your kind of like dream as a retro gamer? Like, what do you want us to build? And a lot of people were like, you know what? I would love to be able to use my physical games on Piepacker. And we started to think about it, and we're like, man, that would be so awesome if we were to create something like this. So we started to, you know, iterate and try different things with hardware, and we figured out how to create something that will allow you to bring your games to the platform. And this is how the Pie was born. It started as kind of a fantasy, you know, like for us, a dream about what would be really, really awesome to create. And we decided to offer this exclusively during the Kickstarter for people, first of all, to thank them, like for helping them us to build the product, but also to create this very unique device. And this is also, you know, for us to kickstart the worldwide launch. We wanted something special. You know, we were soft launched just in France, and we wanted to create something special for the worldwide launch. So the Kickstarter was a perfect opportunity. And this is basically how it started. It went so well. In 20 hours, we got funded. This is really cool. That's like literally top 2% of Kickstarter campaigns in terms of speeds. And now we are, last time I looked at it, we're over 200% of the funding goal. And
wow.
There's
great.
still 15 days to go. So we're very happy. We felt also very happy to see like people got so excited about the device and trying it. So for us, it's, you know, it's a pleasure. It's really, we feel super honored to and humbled by all this positivity. So we're so excited to bring this alive. And yeah, so that's pretty much our Kickstarter campaign.
Benjamin, that's awesome. You won that last round, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
I have no idea what I'm doing, folks. I have no idea.
This game is actually really fun. This is an original. You guys created this game, right?
Yes, we created this internally. We have a Piepacker studio, and like hello to them if they watch this. They're amazing. Like honestly, they're a team of like video game veterans, and they love retro games, and you can feel it. And the guy who's doing the art for this game is really amazing. And we're so happy. I cannot tell much about this, but we have a huge surprise for this game at the end of June. We'll reveal this very soon, but something huge is coming for this game at the end of June.
So I have a question about this then. So are we gonna? I guess there's two questions. Are we gonna see more originals like this? And then the other thing is, are you opening it up to developers that want to have an online game on your platform?
For sure. So we definitely want to create more games. We have like a few games that are already in development and that are in the same style, but trying to make it like very cool for Piepacker. So 4-player games, very easy to pick up, cool concept for party games. But we also want to bring these games to like, offer a new way to play the game. And this is kind of like teasing for what's happening in June. But in June, we're going to offer something that was never seen before. And we have a huge partner.
Gunther, you just get run over.
Yep. Mind the train. Let's play another mode here. So the hot potato, this one is stressful. So what happens is one of us is going to get randomly a bomb over the heads, and this person can now dash, and you have to like contaminate the other person. So you have to run over the other person to give the hot potato and then run away from this person. And the hot potato is going to explode after like the timer is over. Let's go actually in La Santé. So La Santé is actually a very famous jail in the south of France near Marseille. And yeah, let's go there. So someone's going to become the hot potato very soon. Yeah, that's you. So now you have to give it back to other people. So now Arsène Lupin, you have to give it back. Yeah.
Don't come over here. I don't want it.
With the button you can dash. You can dash with the button if you want. Yeah, you got it.
Can you dash when you don't have it? Or
I'm
no?
gonna lose. Oh,
nope. You can dash only when you have it.
Okay, so
got it.
Oh my God!
Oh! Oh!
You died in a very,
You
very
didn't
fun
tell us
manner.
that the walls cave in on you. You left that part out. Oh no, I have it. Oh hey, here, you take it. Hey,
No, I'm not taking it.
someone take it, please.
Don't.
Quickly.
It's on you.
Thank you.
again, thanks.
Oh my gosh. Okay, watch out the
Get
walls.
away
The
from
walls.
the edges. Get in the middle.
This is super fun.
Okay, so now it's tighter. Okay, that's a cool idea.
Oh
All right. Come here, bottlenose. Where do you think you're going?
no.
All you. That's all you.
Okay. No.
No! Oh,
Got it
no!
back.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, hey. Hey, where's it? Oh, shoot.
Gotcha.
Dodging, like,
Move to the middle.
Yeah, this is a cool game, man. I like this.
This is a really fun idea.
Okay, now
I
to
love how
Tubular.
it comes down on you too. The
you're not
rolls.
getting me, man. Sorry.
Oh, I'm getting you. Don't worry about it. There you go.
Oh, you
Gotcha.
took me. You took me.
If I'm going, you're going too, buddy.
Okay,
That is super fun.
Benjamin, got a question for you. Tell me a little bit about what you did before this. How are you? What have you done with your career?
For sure. So I worked for a long time in the. Let me alone.
Oh, great! Give it to me again.
In the video game industry, so I worked for Electronic Arts, Ubisoft, and Gameloft. And at Gameloft, I was the head of data science. So I created the data science department, and really was an interesting time working mostly on mobile games and helping to make these games better and more fun for people. After a while, I decided to move in the tech industry. So I was the head of analytics at Facebook, working mostly on live video and more interactive experiences. It was a lot of fun. Really great people there. It was a pretty amazing to work at Facebook for this time. And after this, I moved to Twitch, where I was the head of research strategy and basically, being a nerd, doing research at Twitch, trying to optimize for better content recommendation, better search engine, and all this kind of stuff. It was a really unique experience, and it also helped me to figure out like a lot of
Great, I gotta play now.
intuitions for how to start Piepacker, and all these experiences really helped me to get there and with Jules to build this platform.
That's awesome.
Wow, you've had a heck of a history, man. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
that's a lot.
Awesome
That's a
to know,
huge.
Yeah.
Thank
so
you,
cool.
thank you. Had
Okay,
a lot of fun. One thing
That's a
I
resume on you.
that's thank you. One thing I don't mention much and that I really enjoy and that's really helped me, and it's a good story because this game is related to that. So actually the head of production for this game is a former student of mine, and I've been a teacher for many years. So I taught like mostly at the University of Montreal, but also, I was a guest lecturer at in various great jobs on this one. I was a guest lecturer in like different universities, including MIT. And for me, it's been like a really cool part of my life and helped me to meet like so many great people that now are working with me. And I feel super fortunate at that. So yeah.
That's awesome,
Hi
man.
to
That's
Pierre,
great.
who is the head of production for this game. He's doing a great job. I think you have to move Arsène Lupin the top left corner.
Whoops.
He's just
Uh-oh.
gave up.
Oh.
This boy's done.
That's
He's
not how it
clocked
works.
out.
So tell
Into
me,
the
Benjamin, what's your first experience with video games? What was your first gaming system that you played on?
So I played on the Master System 2, and that was the game that was embedded on this, which is Alex Kidd. No, leave me alone. You're not going to catch. No.
Oh!
And this game to me was really interesting because it was a good connection with my dad. And we used to play this game, even if it's a solo game. We used to play it together, and it was really a way to socialize with my dad and to hang out with him. He was very busy. He was a businessman, so that was always like a very special moment. And you're not, oh my God.
Hot potato.
And
Oh,
I
wow,
always
you guys are-
associated,
We're playing hot
gaming
potato.
with a very social experience, something you share with other people. And this is also why we try to make Piepacker as social as possible, because, gaming is about sharing. It's a community experience. So we put a lot of love in what we're making. And I had to concentrate a lot to play, win, and answer your question at the same time.
Yeah, this game definitely gets the blood pumping. You get a little stressed out. It's pretty fun. Well, the hot potato one is definitely
that's a hard
really
one, man.
fun.
I mean, for you guys to come up with your own game, good freaking job, man. This is a really fun game.
Thank you. Let's do one more mode. This one is very peculiar, and you're probably to love it. Have you heard of the game Hidden in Plain Sight? Have you played this game before? Not
haven't,
really?
no.
It's so good. So the concept is interesting. So we all have the same character. You don't know who you are. So basically you have, by the way, you have to click select, yeah.
There we go.
I love that it's
So we all have
Sherlock Holmes. It's
Funny,
Sherlock
right?
Holmes.
Gotta watch
Great.
that license, boy.
So everybody has the same character. So you have to find out who you are. And when you find out
Larry.
who you are, you have to find the other players and kill them with the button. So you have one button to kill them. And
What in the
one
world?
button is to use the smoke bomb and disappear if you feel you've been compromised. So you have to find the other users, and before they find you and kill them. But when you kill someone and you miss,
I found myself. Yay!
You're being compromised. If you want to be peaceful, the other way to win the game is to stay close to the dog. So you're going to score points. But if you stay close to the dog, you're more likely to be discovered because, only humans will follow the dog. And so it's a kind of like a mind game where you have to find other people and kill them before they kill you. Someone kill me! So much hate! That's not fair.
I'm just killing everything I can.
I'm
That's
just
my-
walking
That's a
around.
risky strategy, but it works.
I'm just gonna hide.
Oh my gosh.
I'm not too hard to find. I'm simply just walking around killing anything I walk into.
So Benjamin, while we're playing, I had another question. I think the Pi Reader is a pretty amazing device that you guys came up with because there's a lot of people that really enjoy collecting carts and they want to play those carts. And the fact that you now have the ability to take a cart that you own and play it multiplayer against someone else is really neat. But I'm wondering, how modular will that system be? Do you plan on supporting like even, let's say, PlayStation 1 discs? Like, are you going to go into other platforms with it and build, kind of build on it, or?
So that's an excellent question. We built the Pi Reader to be future-proof. So if the question is, could the Pi Reader have technically a CD-ROM adapter on the top? The answer is yes. We built this for the future and to be able to, to bring any type of like platform to the Pi Reader. That being said, we really wanted to start and focus first on what we know work well and is a good start, which is NES, Super NES, Genesis, and now with the stretch goal, Game Boy and Game Boy Advance. Right now, as of today, we don't have any plan to commercialize the Pi Reader after the Kickstarter. It's at the moment like a one-off operation. We want to see where it goes and if it works well. And so far it's working well, but we have no plan to commercialize this. It's just for the Kickstarter, but for sure we are not closing any door, and it's very possible, especially with the stretch goals, that we see more adapters coming to the platform.
Very cool.
I think
that's awesome. Yeah, looking forward to that.
I like the idea that somebody's making their own homebrew game. They can now use your Pi reader as their way of testing it and also getting multiplayer on their own game. I think that's super cool.
Awesome. And we want to bring this, and I think it was Retro Ralph who asked this question. We are opening the platform to developers. Right now, we're compatible with just Love 2D, which is a Lua-based framework, but we are working already on bringing, more platforms such as HTML5 or Unity. And the goal of this is to allow, any developer to benefit from the social features we have on Piepacker, which is video chat. We have a friend system coming.
Here we go.
And it's a face-off.
Zit, come here. Get over here.
Hey, it's not Mortal Kombat.
Oh my God!
No!
Fatality.
Good job.
So let me ask you this, Benjamin. When and how is the Bring Your Own Rom thing going to be implemented? What is that? And could you explain that a little bit for us?
So Bring Your Own Game is a concept that took us a lot of time to put together because we wanted to make this right. We wanted to build something that was compliant with law and regulation, as well as safe as possible for the community. So the way to approach this is we are basically creating for you a separate instance of the service that is a private instance that you can own. It's very much like, your own Windows, your own operating system, where you are in control of what happened and where we don't have access to your data. And on this platform, you are able to load ROMs that you may have legally acquired. So for instance, Micromages, they sell their ROM on their website, and you have ROMs that are now being sold on different websites. So for people to have these ROMs, they can bring it on the platform and basically play them with their friends. What's happening is the ROM is never shared with your friends. What is being shared with your friend is the video stream. So it never leaves your own instance. What happens is basically it's like you had your friends at home playing on TV with you. You got me. And except the TV signal is being broadcasted to your friend's home. So this is kind of like the big picture how we do this. And we want to make this compatible with as many platforms as possible, of course. And this is for us a very, cool feature because we know there are a lot of games that people own. And in some, countries, it's okay to have a digital copy of your game. So we also acknowledge this, but we are being extremely precautious with the way we deploy this feature. It's important to make things good, as we are working with a lot of licensors. All the games that you have on the platform, they are being licensed. So for instance, we can maybe play after this Worms. Worms is being licensed by Team 17. We are also working with Codemasters, Interplay, and a bunch of other very, very cool publishers. So we want to keep good relationships with everybody.
Very cool. So if I have an old CD-ROM from 1995, just, if I might, somebody might, I can't just play the old ROMs on that old CD somehow? It won't work like that? You have to buy a specially licensed ROM from the manufacturer or the developer, I guess?
Yeah, that's the spirit of it. That's, okay. And
very cool.
The responsibilities on people. People will sign a term of use very much like they do on Windows, and then they can do what they want on Windows as long as it's compliant. We have put in place a lot of reporting systems, and we also try to limit the number of abuse and extreme cases. But at the end of the day, this is your private instance, so this is your own use, and you cannot share through the ROM. You cannot do that. What you can do is just the video stream over the internet. It works very much like Parsec. Parsec is pretty much this. So it's similar to this, but we encapsulate all the social features we have in this.
Awesome. Very
That's
cool,
great.
man.
Benjamin, I had a follow-up question. It's kind of on that same topic, but if on the Pi Reader, let's say I have the cart, my friend doesn't need to have the cart, right? I do, and then I invite him to, and it's sharing that video stream with my friend. He doesn't have to actually have the same media as I do. Is that correct?
This is absolutely correct. So only you need a Pi Reader and the game. Your friend doesn't even need a Piepacker account. Your friend just needs internet connection to be your friend and to have Google Chrome. That's pretty much the requirements. Yeah.
Okay, so
really cool.
It's not like the old way of when you played Game Boy Tetris. Both of us had to have the cartridge. It's just one side of the equation. Okay, I got it.
It's very much like you extend your TV signal to someone else's home. That's pretty much this.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's really neat because the accessibility of that is awesome, right? I mean, I only need to have the cart. I can invite my friend. He just needs to basically have a Google Chrome browser. I think that's one of the things that was a key for me with Piepacker is the more accessible you can make this stuff, I think the more highly adopted it will be. I think that's really neat.
And for sure, and I think this is a lesson also from the history of gaming. You know, like if you look at the kind of like opposition or competition between the Game Boy and the Game Gear, you saw like the Game Gear was super high tech, very, very excellent screen, but it was not particularly convenient. Like, you know, the battery will run out very quickly. It was more expensive, and even though the games were pretty amazing, at the end of the day, like the Game Boy was more robust. It was more low tech in the way they designed it, which is what people wanted. And this is what we did. We focus on accessibility, simplicity, and making sure that this is robust. We want to make sure that even if your internet connection is not great, this is going to work well. This is not consuming a lot of your bandwidth. You know, like when you play by yourself, the game runs locally. It's going to run on your web browser directly, so you have no lag. So if you want, like, you know, a zero input lag experience, it's going to work this way directly on your web browser if you play solo. Or if you want to experience like this over the internet with your friend, you don't need crazy internet for this to work well.
Very cool.
And I was very proud of myself for winning the last round. That was sheer luck. Like, I was lucky.
Man, somebody keeps hitting me with that smoke bomb.
So
you have
the
only
thing
two
about this
smoke bombs.
game, yeah, after that, you're kind of like you kind of compromise yourself if you loot. Oh shoot, I just died.
Yep.
You have to be really careful with how quickly you use those, because I feel like if you're at the end and you have none left and the other guy does, you're done.
Totally. And if you work sideways, we also know you are human, because the bots cannot walk sideways here. Yeah. Oh,
can you replenish those smoke bombs? Like, there's no way to get more smoke bombs, right?
Nope. This is all you get. So you gotta, be scarce, frugal.
Yeah. I know. Well, I noticed that at the first round because I was getting excited with the smoke bombs, and then I think Gunther just came up right behind me and just did me in. So.
I know who you are. All right, where is the last one?
So
right, I'm in the top right corner. Like, come at me. I'm ready for you.
I'm not moving around. I'm prepping other things.
I'm trying
now,
to
so
bait
someone's
you. You know.
Kill me. Okay. It's like I'm almost dead.
All right. I'm using the risky strategy of like trying to kill everything that moves. Hopefully you'll. Oh, I think I found you. I think this is it. Let's see if you get scared if I get closer to you. Where are you?
So Benjamin,
this is
do you have any other
solid snake skills you have here? Sorry, go
any
for
other
it.
big game licenses coming out soon for Piepacker that you guys are working on?
we have definitely a lot of cool games coming to the platform and that are going to be announced. Like some of them are probably going to be announced in a few weeks. We have really, really cool games coming. I cannot announce them today, but we have a lot of PlayStation 1 games coming soon and some of my childhood favorites. So I'm very excited about this. And definitely some more very unique, like, hidden gems. One of the hidden gems we have is, it's not so hidden anymore, but Xenocrisis, it's a shooter. It was made recently, and it's available on Genesis, Dreamcast, and Neo Geo. And this game is really cool. It's one of my favorite games on the platform. I got you. I found you.
I was just hiding in the end.
It seems like there's a lot of Genesis games. So is there going to be a focus on expanding the Sega Genesis platform? It's like one of my favorite platforms. So that's why I'm asking the question.
We love the Genesis, and it for us it's really one of the systems we think has the most potential in terms of game design and music and art. But it's a personal taste. We definitely have more Genesis games coming to the platform. And we definitely have, we love Sega, and we have a lot of conversations with them. It's an ongoing conversation like we have with all developers, but we love Sega games. That's all I can say.
Awesome.